Today nothing really new is planned, other than every day we kind of wake up with this new version of ourselves. So I invite you to just really check in with yourself today and do what feels good for you. We'll be using some hand weights if you choose to use them and have some water around. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So we'll start with just a little bit of breathing, just about 3 minutes to do a check-in for ourselves. Just taking this opportunity just to bring yourself into the room, into the space, into your body, into your breath. If you've had a busy day, just give yourself a chance to let go of the busyness or whatever it was that was occupying your time and your mind before you arrived. Just take another opportunity to check in with why did you arrive today? What is your goal? Do you have an intention for your practice today? And I invite you to take a nice deep breath in and allow your goal, your intention to fill your body, your heart, your mind, your spirit. With a nice deep breath out, let anything go that does not serve your intention. Letting go of distractions and allowing yourself to be fully present. And then maybe begin to focus on your breath and allow your breath to begin to deepen, inhaling and expanding in all directions. And exhaling through the nose if you can, but exhale through the mouth if you need to. Just let that breath go. And on your next inhalation, see if you can expand maybe just a little bit more and maybe pause for a moment at the top of your breath. When you're ready to breathe out through your nose again if you can, and see if you can connect now to your core, our powerhouse, our center of strength. And continue at your own pace, inhaling deeply. Take a moment to pause at the top, and then exhale completely. And maybe 3 more breaths just like that, inhaling at your own pace and exhaling slowly and completely. And continue 2 more times. Good. And maybe one more time. Just continue to follow the flow and the rhythm of your own breath. And then the next time you breathe in, begin to tense and squeeze. Maybe squeeze your hands into a fist, lift your shoulders up into your ears, maybe squeeze everything in towards your nose. And then exhale and let go of that tension. Allow everything to soften. And again, inhale when you're ready, tensing and squeezing and tightening, hugging muscle to bone. Breathing out when you're ready, softening, releasing, and letting go. And we'll do that one more time. Inhale when you're ready, tense and squeeze. Breathing out when you're ready, softening, releasing, and letting go. Now, on your inhale, maybe place your hands on your legs and just let your eyes and nose look upward. And as you exhale, just gently draw a line downward, maybe sliding your fingers towards your knees. So it's like you're drawing a line up and down with your nose, sliding the hands along. And as you exhale, sliding fingers to knees as the eyes look down. And just a few more times here, inhaling and exhaling when you're ready. And again, inhaling and exhaling and just moving within your own range of motion. Nothing needs to be forced here, just getting the body in motion. Good. On your next inhale, just return to a neutral position. And let's bring the arms down by our sides. And we're just going to stay on one side and just kind of lean towards the ground like you're trying to pick something up and then come back to center and lean and come back to center. Just kind of playing with that balance. We're not going for a deep stretch right now. We just want to keep this moving. Good. Maybe one more. You can stay on the same side or you can change sides. Good. Each time might be a little different. That's okay. Just exploring your range of motion. Good. Maybe one or two more. Let's do one more. Good. Come back to center. And then maybe you want to go side to side. If you would like a little more motion, if you want to bring your fingertips to your shoulder and let the elbow lift, you can do that. If it's available for you to reach your hand over your head, you can try that. So lots of options here. It doesn't have to be high. You don't have to straighten all the way. It can even be more across the shoulder. So again, just let it be kind of organic, moving in your own way, doing what works for you. Good, y'all. 10 more seconds. Keep moving in your own way. Good. Two more. Well done. Then we'll come back to center and let's move one shoulder. Just let it roll around. You can change the direction or just move in a new way. Good. Now you can either rest or you can move over to the other side or stay on the same side. Just keep moving here. And then you can reverse. Hmm. Good. All right. So now let's just do both shoulders at the same time if you want to. And then bring the elbows in, palms facing upward. Keep the elbows in. We're just going to open the hands out and come back to center. And we're not trying to force the directions here, just moving as far out, far back as you can, and then returning back to where you came from. You can turn the palms to face in for a little variety. Good. So just a little reminder as we start to move into our warm-up exercises to really listen to your body and do what feels best for you. And if there's an exercise that I'm doing and you're just not really feeling it today, if you want to replace it with something different, that is absolutely fine. Okay, so as long as we're moving, that's what counts. So maybe you want to take a little run now. It's available for you to add in the feet and the knees. You can add in a bit of a marching. You can also ski so that the arms are moving in the same direction at the same time. And there's two different directions that you can play with, right? So play with just getting the body moving. And we don't need to worry about what it looks like. We just want to get the body moving, the blood flowing, the breath flowing. Good. So that by the time we are done, we're feeling strong and energized. All right, we have got about 7 seconds left. And again, we're not going to our top speed. We're just getting everything warmed up. All right, so now we're going to add some punches here. And these aren't fast punches. You can alternate arms. You can stay on the same side. You can punch both at the same time. Okay, so these are all just variations on the same theme. You can pick one, you can do all of them. Just do what works for you. Good. Now, instead of punching forward, let's punch down. And same thing here. You can do one side only. You can also work with both sides at the same time. Good. All right. Got about 5 more seconds. Good. And now we're going to punch up. And same options here. You don't have to alternate sides. You can stay on one side. You can do both arms at the same time. Good. All right, last one here. And now we're going to mix it all up. So we're going to punch to the front. We're going to punch down. We're going to punch up. Punch in front. Punch down. Punch up. Punch front. Down. Up. One more round. Forward. Down. And up. Good. All right. So now we're going to climb the rope, which is kind of similar to what we were just doing, but now it's going to be a little bit more linear right here in front of the eyes, the heart. You can add a little squeeze. The hands will squeeze on that invisible rope. You can also keep the hands open, more of like a claw hand. Okay. It's up to you how high you want to reach or how low you want to pull the rope down. We've got about 20 more seconds. Okay, we're not going for our top speed here. Got 10 more seconds. Last one. All right, let's toss some balls. So palms facing upward. It's like you've got some balls in your hands and you're tossing up. And maybe they're kind of getting away from you, so you have to sort of chase them, shifting a little bit around your seat. Good. So playing with your range, playing with balance, playing with speed, planes, high, middle, low plane. Make sure you're breathing nice and easy. We've got 10 more seconds to go. And 3, 2, 1. All right. So next up, we're going to row our boat. We have options here. So we can row our boat this way, like we have an oar in each hand, or this way, right? We can also go across the body. So across this way. Okay. And you can keep moving slowly. You can pick up the speed a little bit, pick up the pace once you feel comfortable with the movement. And we've got just about 20 more seconds. 10, and 5. And that is it. All right, nice little warm up. So we've got 30 seconds to transition. Maybe have a sip of water and then grab your weights if you're using weights today. So you might notice now your heart is beating just a little bit more rapidly than it was when we first started. Might notice you might need to catch your breath a little bit. That means that you're moving, right? And that you're beginning to get warm. So now we're going to grab our weights. We've got our elbows here in our waist, and we're going to open the hands out and come back to center. So we did this in our initial warm up. Now we're going to do this with a little bit of weight. So again, we're not going for speed here in our weightlifting portion. We're just looking for control, stability, and we are building stamina as well. All right, that was 30 seconds. We can turn the palms to face in for the final 30. Remember, you can always work one side only. 10 more seconds. Last one. All right, keep the elbows bent. Going to lift the elbows and squeeze. Lift and squeeze. So both arms at the same time or one side or alternate sides. Okay, so again, we have options. I like to add in just that little extra squeeze, really activating the muscles around the shoulders, the armpit area. We're 30 seconds in, we're halfway through. Ten more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Great. All right, arms resting down by your sides. We're going to lift and lower the hand, not allowing it to rise any higher than the shoulder. Good. And we're halfway there. You can even add in a bit of a pause at the top. It's going to give you a little extra challenge. It breaks that momentum, makes you work just a little extra harder. Got 10 more seconds. Last one. All right, now we have bicep curls. Arms are straight by the sides. You're going to bend at the elbow. Keep the upper arm fixed. You're going to rotate the palm to face up and then rotate it back towards the body as you lower. Good. We're halfway through. That's 30 seconds. Good, y'all. Almost there. 15. Three more seconds. Last one. All right, next we have triceps. We have options. You can press straight down into your seat. That's going to activate those triceps. You can also press your elbows back into your seat. One hand above you and bend at the elbow. Or hinge a little bit forward and take that arm back. So picking which option is most available to you today. Good. And that's 30 seconds. Good. 15 more to go. Three more. Last one. Good. All right. We have a quick rest here. That was round one. Got two more rounds to go. Can give everything a little stretch. I like to shake out my hands and wiggle my fingers every once in a while. All right. So next up, round two, rotator cuff, palms face up, elbows are in. Can work one side, both sides, or alternate sides. And the slower you move, the more you're going to feel it. So if this is starting to feel really easy, I know lots of you have been doing this for quite a while. Sometimes changing the speed is going to change how this works. All right, you can turn the palms to face in. Good. All right, 5 more seconds. Last one. Keep the elbows bent to the sides. You're going to lift and lower the elbows. Good. Halfway there. All right, only 10 more to go. Three, two, and one. Excellent. All right, arms down by our sides. Next, we have anterior deltoids. That's the front of the shoulder. Again, you don't need to lift the hand as high as the shoulder. It can even be on the low side. Still going to get some good work out of it. We've got 30 seconds to go. There's always ways to adapt exercises. So if you ever have questions about anything that we're doing, how to benefit more from it, or how to change it up and adapt it, please let us know. Good. We've got 10 more seconds. All right, that's it. Now we've got biceps. Let's do hammer curls. So palms are facing in. So instead of a rotation in the forearm, like our traditional bicep curl, everything stays in alignment. Good. All right, we are halfway there. And more seconds. All right, triceps. Pick the exercise that you enjoy, and we're just going to dive right in. Good. So just to repeat, in case you need some reminders, you can press down into your seat like you're picking yourself up out of your seat. You can press your elbows back into the seat behind you if you have a back. You can also reach that hand up, bend and straighten the elbow. Good. This is working for you. You can stay there. You can also take that arm a bit behind you and bend and straighten from here. So several different ways to get into those triceps. All right, so quick rest here, and then we will have our final round. 10 more seconds. All right, here we go. When you're ready, you can begin again with your rotator cuff. You don't need to rush. Just jump in when you are ready to go. So it's easy, especially on this final round, to try to move faster, but that is going to actually make it a little bit easier. So we want to try to resist that momentum. You might need to slow it down in order to experience more of it. All right, let's turn the palms to face in. Got 30 more seconds, a little less than. Ten more seconds. Lateral deltoids, elbows stay bent, lift and lower. Good. 30 more seconds. Good. 10 more seconds to go. Last one. All right. Straight arms by your sides, lift and lower. In front of the body, no higher than your shoulder. Good, y'all. Almost there, halfway through. It's our last round of anterior deltoids for today. Ten more seconds. All right, back to biceps. So if you want to, you can kind of mix it up. You can do a traditional bicep curl as well as your hammer curl, and maybe alternate between the two if you want to, or pick the one that works best for you. Good, we're halfway there. Good. 10 more seconds. Nice. Last one. All right. Triceps. So pick the triceps exercise that you enjoy. Good, y'all. We've got 30 more seconds to go. Make sure you're breathing nice and steady. And we've got 10 more seconds. Last one. All right. You can put them to the side now. Well done. We've got about 10 seconds to transition, and then we're going to jump into our high intensity interval training. So for this, we're going to keep moving for about 40 seconds, and then we'll have 20 seconds of rest. Okay. So we're going to start with a run, a jog. You can ski. Okay. So remember your options here. And once you have chosen an exercise that's going to get you moving, then you can start to speed it up, increase the intensity, moving in ways to get everything moving. Good. We've got about 10 more seconds, a little bit more than 10. Just keep moving. All right. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we get to rest. During the rest, the heart rate's going to calm down a little bit. We're going to go from a faster respiratory rate to a slower respiratory rate. And this is how we train our cardiovascular system, our heart, right? So, kind of riding these intervals, these waves. All right, next we're going to reach up and reach down, reach up and down, up and down. Now, it doesn't have to be a high up, it doesn't have to be a low down, okay? If you're able to switch sides, you can switch sides. Okay, if it's available for you to do both sides, you can do both sides to increase the intensity. You can move faster to increase the intensity, right? And we've got 3 more seconds. And that is it. All right, take a little break. Now, during this break, it's okay to keep moving if you want to, just slow it down a little bit. All right. Next up, we're going to play the drums. Palms are facing down. Playing the drums, pressing down towards the ground. And then same thing, you can shift forward, you can shift back, you can shift to each side as if you have drums all around you. Maybe you've got high drums, maybe you've got low drums. So lots of options here. Good, 5 more seconds. All right, well done. All right, little break here. Check in. You can keep moving at a slower pace if you want to, or just take a moment, breathe, check in. Okay. So next, we're going to punch up, just like we did in our warm-up. Now we have options, one side only, both sides, going alternate ways, or same way, right? So all of this is the same thing, different variations on the same theme. Okay, so keep it moving, your pace, your style. And we've got 10 more seconds. Good. And that's it. Take a moment. Shake it off if you want to. Have a sip of water in between some of these. Keep yourself hydrated. Okay. So for this next round, we're going to catch some flies. So here we go. Catching flies in the air all around you. It doesn't have to be flies. It's really not my favorite image. Maybe it's butterflies, bubbles. Of course, money is always a favorite. So it helps to imagine yourself catching something that you actually really want that's going to help you move faster. And it doesn't have to be a squeeze release, right? You can just kind of gather with an open claw hand. Good. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Excellent. All right, check in. Time flies when you're catching flies. All right, so here we go. We've got some speed punches coming up. You can get your hands ready. Maybe you've got a fist here in front of the heart. We're going to do some speed punches right here. So when we're going for speed in this particular exercise, we're going to keep the hands close to the body. We're not fully extending through the elbows. You can even keep the elbows high. Good. You might sense that vibration running through the body. Might hear it in your voice. We've got about 12 more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, take a moment. Shake it off if you want to. You can always come back to a jog or a march just to keep yourself going or enjoy the rest. All right, we're going to climb that rope again. So here we go. We have a rope right here in front of us. Again, you want to go for speed. So once you are in motion, see what you can do to challenge yourself to speed it up, to increase the intensity. And it doesn't always mean speed. Sometimes it means reaching higher, or maybe it means leaning back while you're doing the exercise, right? Maybe it means moving forward and back a little bit while you're doing the exercise. So there's various ways that you can increase this intensity that isn't always related to speed. All right, so here we go. We're going to take a little break. Let that go. Okay, so next we've got 10 more seconds, but I'm going to give you a little highlight what to expect. We're going to do our crisscross pull, starting with the elbows in. We're going to reach and crisscross and then pull. Crisscross, pull. Always do one side. A little beat here in front of the heart, which is also very challenging for the core, right? So mix it up, play with this. We've got 15 more seconds to go. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Okay, so got about 10 more seconds to rest. We're going to come back to our punches. We're going to have an up punch and a front punch. Up, front, up, front, up, front. Good. Now, when you go for speed, it's going to kind of look a little messy, get a little messed up, and that's okay, right? And if you want to do both arms at the same time, you can do that as well. Okay. Good. All right, we've got about 5 more seconds to go. And that's it. All right. Check in, take a nice deep breath. Let that breath go. Let something go. Letting go of tension, distractions. Got 5 more seconds, and then we're going to come back to playing the drums. So palms are facing down. Beat, beat, beat all around. You might have really, really low drums. You might have drums right here in front of you. Maybe you've got drums way up above you. Okay, so there's no rules here. There can be drums everywhere. And that's going to give you some variety, playing with the planes of high, middle, low plane. Good. Also challenging the core by leaning. Good, y'all. I've got about 5 seconds. Make it a good one. Right, and rest. Good. Okie dokie. So we've got 5 more seconds left, and then we're going to come back to reaching up and down. Okay. So reach up, reach down, reach up, reach down. At each point in the middle, I'm just kind of tapping on my leg, just kind of a touch point here. And I'm showing you just with one side. You can also do both sides. Good. Mixing it up. It's challenging for the brain as well as the body. Good. Oh, that's it. We get a quick break. Well done. All right. So notice on a scale of 1 to 10, what level of intensity do you feel you might be right now? Okay, now we're going to row the boat. So here we go. If you're ready to raise that intensity, you can go faster. You can challenge yourself in many different ways, leaning back or leaning forward, even leaning to the side. It's going to give you a little extra boost, a little extra challenge, right? You can also row in front, doesn't have to be across the body, it can be in front of the body. Good. And we've got 15, a little less than 15 seconds to go. Whoop, and that was it. There's our rest. All right, so quick rest here. And then we're going to come back to our speed punches. So this time with speed punches, the elbows can stay lifted, hands in front of the heart. And here we go. Now, if it's available for you to add in the feet and the legs, you can do that as well. And keep it moving. All right, 15 seconds. Go for it. Maybe you want to take it up and down a little bit. That can be a little extra challenge. It's still small, but just moving up and down that center line. And 3, 2, and 1, and rest. Good. All right. You can always stretch, releasing any tension that you might gather along the way. And then when you're ready, we're going to dive in with a crisscross pull. Crisscross pull. Good, y'all. 15 more seconds. 5, 3, and 1. Good. All right, check in, get a little break. And now we're going to catch some flies in 3, 2, 1. Go for it. All around you, above you, beside you, below you. Maybe they're all over the place. Good. 20 more seconds to keep yourself going. 10 more seconds. And 3, and 1. Excellent. All right. Well done, y'all. Catching all the flies today. So now we've got 10 more seconds and then we're going to row that boat again. So think about which way you want to row your boat this time. And get ready. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. You can challenge yourself in all kinds of ways, remembering your options, your variety, and styles that you can play with. And as always, you can replace the exercise with something else as long as you are moving. Good. All right, 10 more seconds. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Excellent. All right. After this quick break, we're going to climb that rope again. And this may be the last time. So I think we're going to the top this time. So here we go in 3, 2, 1. Add in the marching if that is an option for you. Good. Make sure you're not holding your breath. It's easy to hold your breath. So keep that breath flowing. Got 10 more seconds. And rest. Good. All right, I'm feeling it. I hope you're feeling it. Take a moment to check in with yourself. If your breath is kind of quick and shallow, get centered, let yourself slow that breath down a little bit. We're not quite yet done. We are going to go for a little run right now. So go for your run. You can pick up that speed when you're ready. And we're going to go for a full minute. So no 20-second break this time. Just keeping it in constant motion. Whatever speed you choose, pick your intensity, pick your style, keep it moving. Good, y'all. We've got 30 seconds to go. We're halfway there. Good. Last big burst of intensity here. So if you're ready to push, got 20 seconds to go. Ooh, 10 more seconds. We got this. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Amazing. All right, take a moment, check in with yourself. Find a nice neutral spine. A couple deep breaths. And then a little cool down here. Let's start with just dropping the chin towards the chest and then looking up. So just the head here, dropping the chin and drawing a line up. And draw a line down. and up and then down. Good. Now, this time, as you look down, slide your fingers towards your knees. And this time, as you look up, slide your elbows back behind you. You're going to slow it down a little bit too. So you'll slide the fingers towards the knees, look down, and then slide the elbows back, looking up. And one more time here. Good. All right, returning to a neutral spine. Just one side, circle shoulder one way. You can circle the other way. You can stay on the same side or trade sides. Good. Let's bring the elbows in front of the body and just reach forward and pull the elbows back. So the arms will straighten a little bit and then pull back like you're offering a tray. Good. And then we're going to add on to this. You're going to reach forward and open, and then come back and elbows in. Forward, open, and return. Two more. Last one. Good. This time, just reach as high up as you like. And exhale, let it go. On your next breath in, give everything a squeeze. Breathe out and release. And then just take a moment here to check in, to bring yourself back into stillness, back into alignment, back to the breath. Your eyes can be open or closed, whatever feels more grounding and stable to you. See if you can slow the breath down and come back to a nice, full, deep inhale and a nice, long, slow, complete exhale. If there's anything else that needs to be moved or stretched or tended to, you can take a moment to acknowledge those areas of your body. Take a moment to move and stretch into them. And then bringing yourself back to stillness whenever you're ready. And acknowledging the effects of your practice today on your body, your heart, your mind, your spirit. With a deep breath in. Prepare to let anything go that you want to leave behind. With a deep breath out, let it go. And move back into your day with strength, grace, and ease. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.